inspiring portion of her lessons are often most exciting when students educate and challenge each other's thinking, raising the level of rigor as they often explain and justify their work, most oftenly with Flipgrid. Shout out to Flipgrid. To each other under her experienced guidance. In Jen's classroom, student leadership is evident from the moment students enter and begin the rituals and routines they have helped create to make sure their classroom runs smoothly. Jen's enthusiasm for her profession, her content, and most importantly, her students is a model for all who work at Kickley Middle School. Through her own professional development and her ability to share and offer PD to her colleagues, there is never much downtime for Jen. She is always searching for ways to support our staff in a continued effort to support teachers and administration with our district's Future Ready initiatives. It is with my honor that I nominate Jen as Teacher of the Year for KMS. Congratulations.
David Loria, Mount Hope High School.
On behalf of the principal of Mount Hope High School, I have the honor of telling you the reasons why Mr. Loria was nominated for Teacher of the Year at Mount Hope High School. David Loria has been teaching chorus, vocal ensemble, and digital audio recording at Mount Hope High School for the past 2 years. As a career musician, David Loria has brought a quality of expertise and professionalism to the Performing Arts Department. He has gone above and beyond the call of duty, not just for his classes and in his performing arts, but also for the school and the district community as a whole. In addition to leading the chorus and vocal ensemble through numerous and wonderful school and community performances, David has created a new and exciting curriculum for the digital audio recording classes. He has led the students to career readiness with state-of-the-art technology and skill. Recently, the advanced digital audio recording students spent an afternoon at a local sound studio honing their recording and mixing skills in a professional setting. David has provided innovative opportunities for many young musicians at Mount Hope. Recently, he secured a spot for performance of the national anthem and choral selections at the upcoming 4th of July concert series in Bristol. For Bristolians, the honor can't get much higher than that. In addition, David has created and implemented Music Cafe, a quarterly musical event that takes place in the cafeteria and helps to raise funds for concert tours. Working in conjunction with the video production classes, these musical events have been live streamed for all to see. They have also given many performing arts students a chance to shine in the spotlight. Behind the scenes, David has been a member of the District Technology Committee. He has helped numerous teachers and students with technical issues and has taught many of us the ins and outs of both the Chromebook and Google Classroom. Prior to the spring musical this year, David and the advanced digital audio recording class set up a new sound wireless system in the auditorium. With David's expertise and dedication, not to mention the great deal of patience and troubleshooting, all the microphone inputs and speaker outputs that have not worked in years are now fully functioning. Most importantly, David is passionate about teaching and music. He has written an original song called We Belong for graduation for vocal ensemble. Through the digital audio recording and video classes, he has created an incredible professional video of the song. The vocal ensemble is using the song to raise funds on social media for the Stone and Douglas Victims Fund. Both David and the students of vocal ensemble have become passionate about helping these victims of the Florida shooting. Through the song, David has given many of our students a strong voice in the face of tragedy, and that has a profound effect on them. When you hear the song and see the graduation video, you will understand the passion, meaning, and energy behind the teachings of David Loria.
Carleen O'Connell Rockwell.
hardworking and dedicated teacher who always does what's best for her students. She is kind and understanding. She understands the power of relationships, and she has worked hard to develop meaningful relationships with all her students, especially those who might be considered challenging. She jumps in and embraces district initiatives and new programs while teaching with vigor and meeting the needs of struggling learners. Her colleagues say she is a pleasure to work with, both knowledgeable and humble. She puts in many hours beyond the school day to make sure her students have the best possible conditions for learning in her classroom. Colleen is a team player. She is always there to listen and encourage others in our building. She is our school spirit coordinator and a reading week committee member. She has infused enthusiasm in students and staff to participate in fun new school-wide activities and special theme days. The energy she brings to Rockwell School is always very positive. One of her fellow teachers commented, "She inspires me to be a better teacher." We cannot ask for more than that. Thank you, Colleen.
Can we just give them one more round of applause? They are a fine example of the excellent teachers in our district. So it's my pleasure to announce the 2017-2018 District Teacher of the Year is Jen Sarah.
Moving on now to Support Person of the Year 2018, Dorothy Sherman Colt Andrews.
You may not know, but Dorothy is the secretary at Andrews School. So this is what her colleagues have said about her. Dorothy Sherman is truly the heart of Colt Andrews School culture. It is with much excitement and confidence that the Colt Andrews School community nominates Dorothy Sherman as the Warren Regional School District Support Person of the Year. Dorothy sincerely deserves the Support Person of the Year for an abundance of reasons. Her dedication to keeping our students safe and her willingness to help everyone at Colt Andrews are what we appreciate the most. She is the first person that students, staff, family members, and visitors meet when they enter Colt Andrews School. She has outstanding interpersonal skills and a positive, cheerful personality. She is not only helpful, but also friendly and polite to all who enter the building. In her role as secretary, Dorothy acts with integrity while remaining professional and trustworthy in handling all confidential school matters. She consistently rises to new challenges, like when the district recently transitioned from Microsoft to Google. One of Dorothy's major strengths is her ability to be a multitasker while ensuring our main office is run productively and smoothly throughout the school year. She has a unique skill set to work on her computer, answer the phone, open the door to greet visitors, and communicate efficiently and effectively to teachers. Dorothy manages to skillfully and accurately complete these tasks, often all at the same time, with a smile on her face. On a daily basis, she genuinely interacts with all staff, parents, and students. She is always willing to lend a helping hand, and Dorothy truly goes above and beyond for all. Even though she assumes many duties in the front office, she always finds time to exchange pleasantries with the Colt Andrews School community. Dorothy truly deserves this honor as Colt Andrews Support Person of the Year for demonstrating what we, as a school community, stand for. It is with her professionalism, expertise, and knowledge as a secretary that we continue to thrive and be anchored in excellence.
Gina Moria Gutierrez.
We nominate Gina Morera for Gutierrez School Support Person of the Year. Gina's been working in the district as a teacher assistant for many years. She not only understands and performs her role as a teacher assistant extremely well, but goes beyond in volunteering to keep things organized throughout the school. I appreciate Gina's ability to assess situations and report any and all issues to me, which she does on a regular basis. I love it. And I love her thought process and her problem-solving ability, and she often will bring an issue and already have like 2 or 3 options of solutions for me. She's very thoughtful that way. Because of her clear and thoughtful communication, we're able to run smoothly as a school. She's always concerned about student safety, sometimes like a lot, and exhibits a great deal of common sense in addressing unforeseen issues. She'll tell me how it was unsafe and she solved the problem already. I said, great. So then we make it clear to everyone else that they need to do the same. Gina works very well with all staff members, is very well respected. She truly is an asset to our staff and deserves to be recognized for her dedication. Thank you, Gina, for all of you.
Maria Serps, Hugh Cole.
At her annual evaluation conference last year, I complimented Maria on her excellent work. Her response was simply to tilt her head to the side, lift her hands, and say, "Kids." With one word, she expressed what motivated her to come to work each day. Maria can be described by the following words: dedicated, positive, and hardworking. Each day she walks in the office with a huge smile on her face, even though she knows her day may be filled with any number of challenges. Her positive attitude permeates the classroom in our school. In every interaction, she demonstrates patience, kindness, and understanding. She recognizes that all students have different needs and is highly capable of adjusting her language and actions to meet the needs of a specific student. She is assigned as a PCA, but is willing to jump in to assist any and all students. On several occasions, Maria has offered to assist other students when a student was absent or in a therapy session. She readily shares her observations of students to assist and guide her team in making educational plans. She is insightful and a valuable resource. Maria is eager to learn more about working with her students. She regularly attends our teacher assistant meetings and actively engages in our discussion. Mrs. Serps incorporates her new skills and knowledge in her daily work with her students. She is reflective and thoughtful in her work. This is to the betterment of her students and all of us who work with her in a team. Therefore, it's with great honor that we name Mrs. Maria Serps as a Support Person of the Year for Hugh Cole.
Linda Staudinger, Kickamute.
Linda is by far one of the most dedicated teacher support professionals I have ever met. At the beginning of every school year, Linda takes the time to become acquainted with the students that will be entrusted to her. She looks at their needs and what accommodations will be needed to help them be successful. Linda is both nurturing and consistent. On numerous occasions, she has brought in clothing and food for students in need. If students have projects, she brings in the needed materials to make the projects become a reality. She becomes acquainted with the lessons and does what it takes to get the key concepts across to the students. Linda constantly acts as an advocate for all students. This advocacy comes from a place of genuine caring and wanting to make a difference for our students. Even when situations become difficult, she does not give up. She continues on to work in the best interest of those entrusted to her care. She gives 100% of herself every day to make our students successful. She constantly goes the extra mile to make students feel comfortable among their peers, especially in the roundtable discussion groups often used in art class. She helps the students to make real-life connections with the subject matter and with each other. In many ways, Linda has the skills of an accomplished teacher. She is compassionate and conscious of her students' needs and their development of social skills, which is a very important component of their middle school education. Additionally, Linda's commendable interaction with students carries over to her relationships with adult staff members, with whom she consistently has a spirit of support and collegiality. It is with great honor I nominate you as support staff.
Tom Fullen, Mount Hope High School.
Mr. Fullen is not here with us this evening, but on behalf of the principal, I'd like to tell you why he was nominated for Mount Hope High School Support Professional of the Year. Coach Tom Fullen is a long-standing fixture in the school district, touching almost every program at Mount Hope and many at Kickamuit. He is a gentle giant who has made his mark on Bristol Warren, from freshman boys basketball and KMS girls basketball to our famous unified team. He has created champions throughout the district. He is always on the sidelines. If he isn't working the scoreboard or volunteering with the chain gang, he is there cheering on each Husky as they enter the arena. Tom is always pushing kids to be better, make good life choices, and play with integrity. You will not find a bigger Husky and Pittsburgh fan than Tom.
Mona Reynolds, Rockwell.
Lorna works at Rockwell School as a building TA. She greets the students at the door each morning with a friendly smile and a great big hello. As a building TA, she's developed a jack-of-all-trades skill set. On any given day, you find her doing whatever it is that's necessary, whether it's answering the phone, covering a classroom, helping a student who is struggling either academically or behaviorally. Lorna is a team player, always willing to lend a helping hand. She is reliable, self-sufficient, supportive, and patient. She jumps into all projects with her let's get it done attitude. Mrs. Reynolds' energy and good nature adds to the positive climate here at Rockwell School. We are delighted to have her as part of our team.
Sandy Farias Borges, Administration Building.
That I nominated Ms. Sandy Farias Borges as a support staff person of the year for the Oliver Administration Building. Sandy is one of the most dedicated and hardworking staff members that I have had the pleasure of working with, both in her tenure as my secretary, actually my first year in the job 9 years ago, and in her current role as a very talented account clerk in the business office. Throughout the year, and many times on a weekly basis, Sandy is a tremendous support in coordinating all the nuts and bolts of Veritime, Aspen staffing for the M-Class assessments, the kindergarten screenings, the ongoing extended day tutoring. She lends her support to the literacy office by graciously providing her support and ensuring that all information in Veritime and ASOP is accurate and aligned to the appropriate funding levels. Sandy's collaboration to ensure that substitutes, that tutoring assignments, schedules, and payroll are all accurately recorded is just a very small example of her expertise and efficiency. Considering that this is just one of her many responsibilities, her willingness to assist with kindness, a sense of humor, is truly commendable. In the 9 years that I have had the pleasure of working with Sandy, she has never failed to amaze me with her knowledge, dedication, and a sense of humility. Sandy is a consummate professional, always going above and beyond to investigate a problem, find the correct solution. She is a supportive team player who works for the success of one and all. As both a professional and as an esteemed colleague, she exemplifies our district's can-do attitude and the continuous effort to always be her very best. It's a great honor for me to congratulate you, Sandy. Thank you.
So again, can we just have one more round of applause? Listen closely, but I think in all 7 speeches and dedications in the nominations, there was 2 themes that came up. Your dedication to our district and the students, and the second one was the can-do attitude. And I think that goes for each and every one of you, that the work that gets done behind the scenes, our district couldn't function without your dedication and your can-do attitude. It's just really remarkable. So we have another tough decision, but the 2017-2018 Support Person of the Year is Sandy Farias-Borges.